From the retro beats to the future sound, we're blending all the genres, spanning all around. With every note and melody, we take you on a ride. SYNTHONIQ AI, where the music's on your side. SYNTHONIQ, feel the vibe. AI beats that come alive. Tune and turn up, let your mind unwind. SYNTHONIQ AI, where the music's redefined.
Ever imagine, like, typing in a few words, hit enter, and bam, you've got a whole song. A catchy one, like fully produced.
Wild, right?
It sounds like something out of sci-fi. But that's what's happening over on YouTube, this channel. SYNTHONIQ AI.
Yeah, SYNTHONIQ AI.
We're making some serious waves, and honestly, the process is blowing my mind, so we've got to unpack this.
It really is fascinating. I mean, it makes you wonder, right? Like, where's the line? Is this a robot band?
Yeah.
Or is there something more going on?
Right.
And I think what SYNTHONIQ AI shows us is how powerful it can be when human creativity teams up with these AI tools. It's not about replacement. It's about collaboration.
We're talking using ChatGPT for the lyrics, then there's SYNTHONIQ for actually making the music, even the vocals. It's not just like hitting generate and calling it a day. So walk us through how this actually goes from like idea to finished track, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
Okay, so it all starts with ChatGPT, which, it's known for generating some pretty impressive text.
Yeah, it can write.
Exactly. And so SYNTHONIQ AI uses that power to, get those initial song ideas going, like get those core lyrics down. But here's the thing. The human element is absolutely key.
Okay, so it's like ChatGPT is the super-powered brainstorming partner.
Yes.
Just throwing out verses and hooks. And then the actual human, the channel owner in this case, steps in and like, okay, let me shape this.
Right, exactly. So like, remember that whole human touch thing everyone always talks about?
Yeah.
This is where it gets real. It's artistic intuition.
Yeah.
Think about it like a sculptor with a big old lump of clay. The AI gives them the raw material, but then the artist, they shape it, they bring the emotion, they make it resonate.
Which makes sense because, lyrics, they have to have that flow, that emotion, that thing that makes you feel it, right?
Right.
It can't just be technically correct sentences strung together.
It has to have soul.
Exactly. So we've got our lyrics, this human AI tag team effort.
Yeah.
But then the music part. How do they even tackle that?
Okay, so this is where SYNTHONIQ enters the picture. Right. And I think this is where you're really going to geek out because you love new tech. SYNTHONIQ is an AI that's built specifically for making music. You feed it the lyrics and it spits out melodies, instrumentation. It can even synthesize a whole singer for you if you want.
Hold on. So this one tool is like having a whole band ready to go.
Yes.
Any style, any instrument. It's like musical flexibility on another level.
Right. And that's a huge part of what makes what SYNTHONIQ AI is doing so innovative. Think about it. They're not limited by, the normal stuff. Finding musicians, booking studio time, even sticking to one genre. This AI approach, it blows open the doors for experimentation, finding the perfect sound for each song. Imagine what that could do in the hands of, any creative field.
Oh, man. Filmmakers trying out different scores, game developers making these crazy dynamic soundscapes.
Right. The possibilities are endless.
It's mind-blowing. But with all this AI generating the music, does it ever lose that human touch? In the final product, does it still feel like art made by a person?
Okay, and this is where their process gets really smart. So SYNTHONIQ, it lays down this amazing foundation, but then the channel owner takes that raw output into FL Studio, which is, as you know, professional grade music production software.
Oh yeah, I've tinkered around in FL Studio. That's what a lot of, big time musicians use.
Yeah.
To really polish their tracks, get those layers, that complexity. It's not simple, it takes skill.
Yeah. So the AI is like the initial burst, but the human ear is still vital for that final polish.
Exactly. Think of it less like, pressing a button and instantly you have a perfect song, and more like the AI is this crazy, talented session musician who gives you a killer first take.
Okay.
The human producer, they're still there in the booth, they're adjusting the mix, making sure each element shines through. It's all about finding that sweet spot where the AI's efficiency meets that human artistry. So we've got AI crafted lyrics, AI composed music, a human expert fine-tuning the sound. It's got to be sounding pretty radio ready at this point, but there's more to a song these days than just the audio, right? You need those visuals. Got to have that eye candy to go with the ear candy.
100%. A song needs more these days. It's a whole experience. And SYNTHONIQ AI gets that, which is why they're using, get this, even more AI.
No way.
Yeah, to make the visuals. We're talking eye-catching thumbnails, video clips, all that. And it's tailored to match the song's whole vibe. It's like having a creative director who never sleeps, just cranking out ideas.
That's wild. So let me get this straight. The whole process, from those first AI-generated lyrics to a finished song, visuals and all, it takes about an hour.
That's the thing about AI, right? The efficiency is off the charts.
That's crazy fast. But does working that quickly impact the quality at all?
It's definitely one of the most exciting aspects of using AI in creative spaces, that's speed. But SYNTHONIQ AI, they're very clear about this. Speed doesn't mean sacrificing quality.
Right. Just because you can do something fast, especially with art, doesn't mean you should, right?
Exactly.
So how do they make sure the final product, even at this pace, still meets their standards?
Iteration, iteration, iteration. That's the key. Multiple rounds of refining at every stage of the process. They really make sure everything aligns with their vision. It's deliberate, it's thoughtful.
So it's almost like the AI is this like brainstorming partner on hyperdrive, right? But it's still the human who's at the wheel making those judgment calls, adding that extra layer of like artistic finesse.
100%.
Right.
And I think that's what has such huge implications, not just for music, but like everywhere. Imagine writers using this to blast through writer's block, or graphic designers, boom, 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 trying out different designs with AI visuals.
It's like having an assistant who can keep up with your imagination, but you're still the one calling the shots.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta admit, when I first heard about AI making music, part of me was like, oh no, are human artists gonna be out of a job?
Yeah, it's a valid concern.
But seeing how SYNTHONIQ AI approaches it, it's actually reassuring.
It's a conversation happening across industries, right?
Yeah.
What are the humans going to do? And SYNTHONIQ AI is a perfect example of how AI can actually empower human creativity. It's not about replacement. It's about changing the relationship, taking this potential threat and turning it into a tool for even greater expression.
And what I think is really cool is that they're not keeping this AI magic, for lack of a better word, to themselves. They've got plans, right?
Oh, absolutely. Big plans. They're talking about creating these royalty-free EDM tracks specifically for gamers who stream online.
Oh, smart.
Right, filling a real need.
Yeah, because I watch a lot of streams, and finding good music that won't get your stream muted or like taken down because of copyright, it's a pain.
Yeah.
So SYNTHONIQ AI to the rescue.
Exactly. They're using their whole AI approach to make these high-energy EDM tracks that streamers can use. No worries. It's a win-win. Streamers get awesome music, and SYNTHONIQ AI, they get to share their work and support other creators.
Love that. It shows that they're not just like, oh, look what we can do. They're thinking about the bigger picture, how to use this tech in a way that gives back. But it sounds like they're not stopping there, right? What's next for SYNTHONIQ AI?
Well, the one thing that's clear is they're committed to staying ahead of the curve. So as new AI tools come out, they're going to be right there experimenting, pushing boundaries, trying out new genres, new sounds.
So they're embracing that constant evolution that's just part of the AI world. Always learning, never satisfied. There's a thirst for knowledge there that I really respect.
And it's not just about replicating what everyone else is doing. They're not content with that. They want to find completely new ways to use AI in music, to do things that have never been done before. It's honestly inspiring to see.
You know, it's funny how this all started with SYNTHONIQ AI and this like very specific use of AI, but the more we dig in, it's less about them and more about like the future of creativity itself, you know? It's almost like AI is becoming just another tool for artists, for musicians.
Right. And that's what's so cool about what SYNTHONIQ AI is doing. They're not saying, oh, we're going to replace musicians. It's more like, hey, look at this amazing potential when humans and AI work together. Like, we can push the boundaries of what art even is.
It's not this scary robots taking over narrative. It's humans grabbing hold of this powerful technology and using it to do what we do best, which is create. But it does make you think, if AI can already do all this, write a catchy song, make cool visuals, even streamline the whole process, what's next, right? Where do we go from here?
It's the big question, isn't it? And AI is not slowing down. If anything, it's moving faster. So we can't just sit back and be like, oh, look at this AI-generated stuff. We have to be part of the conversation. How do we want to shape how this technology develops?
It's not just about being a consumer of AI. It's about being an active participant. So next time you're listening to a song, maybe one you really like, or you see some amazing digital art online, even just listening to a podcast, take a second and think, who made this? Was it a human and AI working together? It's a question worth asking.
Totally. And the more AI-created stuff we see in the world, the more critical we have to be about that balance. Human creativity and these powerful tools, they're all mixed up now. So where's the line? Is AI a collaborator, a tool, something else entirely? There's no easy answer, which is why it's such an important conversation to have.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note, we'll leave you with this little food for thought. If AI can already help us create a catchy tune, what else can we do with it? What seems impossible now that might be possible in the future? Just keep those questions in mind as you navigate this whole AI world, because who knows, maybe you'll be the one to come up with the next big thing.
SYNTHONIQ